out. What do you see?
Light. Darkness. A balance.
Welcome back to the Justus Nerds League show, aka the JNL. I'm Mike.
I'm Elvis.
And I'm Jesus.
And we want to say thanks for being our followers, aka the League of Nerds. Thanks for listening to us. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate all your support. We look forward to a lot of future episodes. Today is going to be a big day. We are going to cover a lot. We're going to recap the JNL's journey to the Star Wars celebration. And then we're going to cover the biggest news to hit the internet since Kim Kardashian's tape.
Sex tape.
The Last Jedi trailer.
Her tape. I'm like, she's selling tape now?
Yeah,
She's selling tape.
A mixtape?
But, that being said, the Last Jedi trailer, that's the biggest news ever. So we're going to cover that the second part of this episode. So, guys, are you guys excited?
I'm excited, man. It was
I'm definitely ready.
Exciting last week.
It was exciting. Celebration was something new, wasn't it?
Celebration was my first celebration. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we celebrate good times, you know what I'm saying? It was a good time.
Yeah.
There was some hits and misses, but I mean, overall it was a new experience and I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. It was a great experience. I mean, we're like the only podcast that like a lot of people are probably gonna listen to that we didn't get a lot of press passes to go into, like, so you're getting like a fan's perspective of this, you know?
Yeah, you are. You bet.
Like,
you
we're literally
are.
like, this was a convention of lines, but
It was 40 years of lines.
It was literally 40 years. You felt like it, but in line, but it was worth it.
It was amazing. It was a great experience. I
For
mean,
the
it really
Last
was.
Jedi, like people lined up the night before.
Yeah, we
right?
tried so hard to get
Yeah.
in there, but it just started to get like, we got there at 11 o'clock on like Thursday night, couldn't get in. Friday morning, we tried to go into even the streaming room. We didn't get it. So it was like, like, it just shows you like how like such a huge impact that Star Wars makes on everybody, you know? It's a cultural like phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that they wouldn't let you stay overnight, they wouldn't let you line up overnight. I mean, I get it's for everybody's safety, but it just tells you they anticipate the dedication of fandom.
And dare I say, they weren't that prepared.
No,
Because
they weren't.
I know this broke numbers with people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they were not ready.
They were just totally unprepared.
Yeah.
How long were you in that celebration store line?
Oh, the
Mike?
Celebration store line was
What
3
time
hours.
didn't you get in there at 2 and you got out of the store at what?
We got in the line at 2. It was wrapped around almost like halfway through not halfway, probably about a third of the way through the convention store or convention floor line. It took us 3 hours. 3 hours just to get into the official store.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when it comes to like show floor and everything and panels, it was hard to get into, but I mean, the amount of news and everything we got out of there was so worth it.
Yeah. And now we're complaining, but we're complaining about a great thing. I mean,
we're
it
like
was,
fans. We're not going to be like, we got into every panel. We got reserved seats. Like, we were there.
No
like,
big deal.
We got to talk to everybody.
No.
But,
it was amazing. It was so much fun. It was worth the experience. It was
really
worth going. And we were fans who bought apparel. We were fans who were excited.
yeah.
I mean, we're still thinking about Star Wars now. So it was super exciting.
Yeah, it just felt great to be like in a place where like everybody was there for the same reason.
Yeah.
For Star Wars.
It was awesome seeing like the cosplayers too. Seeing
cosplay,
costumes and all that
was
stuff.
a huge thing.
Seeing,
You see the hard work that a lot of people put into their costumes.
I noticed one which was pretty interesting was these stormtroopers, but they were taking the Reservoir Dogs sort of look too.
Yeah,
so
that's
they
right.
had the suits, and then they had the different color helmets: the blue, the pink, Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
Mr. White.
It was crazy. Yeah, that was
pretty cool.
too.
But yeah, a lot of good cosplay out there,
Yeah.
which is really good.
Yeah, and people spent a lot of money on some of those.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
they
seen
must
people
have
put in,
spent
like,
thousands of
the whole
dollars.
year.
Yeah.
for just to prepare for those couple days.
Yeah.
But it shows.
And maybe some of you fans can explain more about these pins. Like maybe some of the fans can either email us or get on our social media and talk to us about what these pins are.
I think the pin was just like kind of like a trading thing.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe have our fans explain to us what that is.
We'll
Like,
see.
how do you get the pins? And
if anybody knows, just let us know. It was kind of crazy. I wasn't really into it. I was just more I kind of thought it was like weird, like trading card thing.
Yeah, I did too. I mean,
But
they even had stations like tables set up where you could go like pin trading and stuff. So it'd be interesting to hear from, fans reach out, let us know. That'd be interesting to hear your perspective on that. Maybe we'll check that out at the next celebration because the JNL does plan on going, hopefully.
Hopefully all together at the same time, all 4 days. Yeah. That's the hope.
That's one thing I learned too is that next time we should definitely plan the whole weekend and plan our days.
That's going to be like literally like a weekend, like the entire like 4 days.
It was honestly our first convention. Well, it was my first convention ever for anything. So, we learned some new things that we got to do and improve on. But I mean,
it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, we didn't have the schedule. I mean, had we known Thursday and Friday were going to be the time that we wanted to be there, I think we all could have arranged our schedules differently and gone for those 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sad about those bags that they gave away free.
Which bags?
The bags up front. Did you see those carrier bags that they had with the that poster on the side of it? So when you ran and got your badge holder, they had free bags sitting on the front.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't see this when.
Yeah, when you first walked in on Friday,
and that came with the poster.
Yes.
No, I don't think it came with the poster.
Yeah,
posters that I know they didn't give out until I didn't see the posters until people got out of the Last Jedi
that's
panel.
I asked a lot of people that had the poster, and I'm like, "Oh, where'd you get the poster from?" And they were like, "Oh, we were in the Last Jedi panel."
Your source is wrong, Mike.
No. So the poster you could get from the Last Jedi panel as well, and you could get it from the store. But these bags were next to when you walk in and you hand your badge.
I know where
to
the
them.
bags were.
Yeah.
I know where the bags were, but
free.
I looked at the bags, but they weren't. There was no posters in there.
Oh no! But the bags were free.
Yeah, the bags were free. Yeah, I remember
until
that.
Saturday, and then on Saturday, once they were gone, people were selling them on eBay for $90.
Oh
wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I was gonna grab a bag, but I was like, "Ugh."
You should have. You should have.
I didn't.
You should have grabbed a handful of them.
Sell a grocery bag, Star Wars grocery bag.
They were free. They were amazing looking.
Yeah,
So-
they were pretty cool.
I didn't even know anything about a bag.
I saw them. I saw them when we walked in. I saw like they had of course the lanyards, and they had that
Yeah.
too.
The lanyards are right next to the lanyards.
Yeah.
I mean, they were going like crazy.
Yeah, that's
So
that's crazy. I didn't know anything about a bag.
right. I think Disney learned that they need to have direct traffic a little bit better, and then let people be aware of what was free, what was there, what the opportunities were.
I think it was more ReedPop, the convention people that ran the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For them, that was a mess. Like they didn't know exactly what was going on. They didn't even know there was no communication between them.
Yeah.
Like a quick little side note, they definitely have to fix that because
I think that's why they're taking a year off, though. I think they're switching convention, like people that run the convention. I think they should do that, though.
But like me and me and Elvis were waiting in line to go to this one panel, and we were waiting for like 3 hours to go in. Like right when we're about to go in, these 3 kids try to cut us, and one of the guys that are in the line goes to one of the workers. The worker comes back and he's like, "Oh, we can't really do anything about it. You have to police yourselves."
Yeah, that doesn't work.
They don't fly.
As soon as I heard that, I looked at the kid and I'm like, "Look, you got to go in the back because it's not happening."
No. I mean,
Ain't
they have
happening.
security. Why even have security if they can't
They didn't
police
even have
lines?
security, man.
Yeah.
They're just old guys.
Yeah.
They just couldn't run it.
But then after that, like another guy came in and just took him out. Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, I'm glad that happened. And I mean, again, it wasn't contentious at all, like contentious or anything. It was actually, there was very little fighting or anything. I mean, it was pretty calm. People were happy.
Mostly calm, yeah.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean,
people were there
everybody
for
was walking
Star
around
Wars.
happy, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was crazy busy and a lot of walking. But
That's like you went Saturday. Friday was a little bit less busy.
yeah,
It was
Saturday
more-
was packed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy
they
packed,
weren't
yeah.
even checking badges at some point.
Yeah.
We just walked in.
You could probably honestly walk in for free.
Yeah, you could. I mean, that's how packed it was. But it was still a lot of fun. I mean, I got to say, I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like crazy amount of
And
fun.
definitely seeing Mark Hamill also. He couldn't speak because he had laryngitis, but just seeing him when I was in line, he was waving at everybody that waved at him. He looked at everybody.
Yeah.
When he signed my Funko Pop toy of
Yeah,
Luke
why don't you guys
Skywalker.
walk us through that? What happened? So, set us up? What is this Mark Hamill experience? Set us up.
Okay, so Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
The Joker,
You
yeah.
made it sound like you're like, who is this guy?
No. Set us up for this experience at Celebration with Mark Hamill.
Well, like how I said in the beginning, it was a bunch of lines. So
Yeah,
I was
why
in-
were you in line? Let's start. Okay.
I was in line for about say like what, 2 hours?
2.5 hours.
I would say like about 2.5 hours.
Well, for me, it was 3 hours, but
it
for
was
you,
groups.
yeah.
I was Group C. Jesus was Group D, and it was just. I mean, it was a lot of waiting in line, but I
so
mean,
you
when
guys bought
I
basically.
bought a Star Wars Black Series
Yep.
Luke Skywalker toy,
in order to get his autograph, right? So you guys both bought his autograph. I was sad I didn't. So then, once you bought his autograph, you had to got notified of what group you were going to be in?
Kinda. I mean, they already said the group, but then you just had we just had to ask when to show up to get in line to get the autograph, what the time your group was going in. But it was a bunch of waiting, but I think it was worth it. It's Mark Hamill. Yeah. There's only one Mark Hamill.
You know what's funny too is Forrest Whitaker's line was right beside him. Nobody was in that line.
Yeah,
that line was empty.
Yeah, Saul Guerrero. I mean, it was
pretty
Rogue
much
One,
a lame character.
It was, and I didn't really like his accent in that movie. He kind of whispered a lot like this.
A little overacting.
I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, he's definitely good. He's definitely good at Southpaw.
Yeah, he was. That's true. But
then, it's just the movie Rogue One. He just was not good in. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really his fault.
It wasn't bad, but he was just forgettable.
Yeah, they did a lot of reshoots, so they probably took his parts out. But overall, Mark Hamill, dude, meeting him was really cool because when he signed my Funko Pop toy, and someone brought out his dog as soon as right after he signed it, and he's playing with his dog, and then I'm like, oh, thank you, Mr. Hamill, and he looked right at me and whispered, "Welcome."
Nice.
I was just explosion.
Yeah, of course. That is Star Wars,
Star Wars.
How do you have Star Wars without Mark?
All these years, and he's still out there signing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely awesome.
So it was worth the 3. I mean, I was in the store line, right? And you guys made it to Mark Hamill before I made it into the store, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was worried too because there was ramblings going on saying that Mark Hamill, they were probably going to postpone his autograph signing until tomorrow, and I was just going, "Oh man, if that happens, I'll just probably get a refund. I can't wait till tomorrow."
Oh, yeah, no.
But thankfully, he kept signing. He was like a machine, man, signing everything.
Oh yeah, he did take a break twice when I was in line.
Oh yeah, I bet.
He had to take a break.
I mean, if you were in line for 3 hours, he was signing that whole time, right?
That's arthritis in your hand. You know how much you got to sign?
Carpal tunnel.
That's a lot.
I'm sure he had a person massaging his hand the whole time.
I think so, probably behind the curtain.
Yeah.
I would have. I mean, it's Mark Hamill.
You get a happy ending.
You massage him?
It's Mark Hamill. I will.
You massage him.
Bro, what if he asks for a happy ending?
If he asks for it, I will send over Jesus to do it.
Use the Force.
We send over Jesus for that kind of thing.
Exactly. That's our resident hand jobber.
Exactly.
For other dudes, not us.
Yes. Sure, everybody's equal here.
Yeah.
No, but so it was pretty cool though. But pretty much a great experience all around, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely we're looking into going to more conventions to get more coverage, more news coverage.
Yeah, I definitely
more
think
experiences.
It would be worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and bring the fan experience.
We're looking at it right now at D23, so hopefully maybe that can happen.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen.
Take
maybe
that
not.
J&L credit card out. Yeah. Put it on the card.
Just max it out. No problem.
Max it out. Yeah, it'd be fun to do more, more conventions and bring the fan experience, and talk about that on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really important.
Yeah, because that's all we really are, just fans.
Yeah,
just going around,
We're fans, just doing the same thing.
Living it up.
Mm-hmm. And Orlando, I mean, it was nice to be in Orlando too. That wasn't too far away. I mean, they had shuttles going back and forth, right? From every hotel, there's shuttles every 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was good for us. It was definitely pretty close compared to a lot of people that we talked to. We talked to this one guy from Oklahoma, a bunch of people come from California, press people. So it was,
I even met one guy from Kentucky.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
I don't even know how he got there.
UK.
I'm like, did you get
here?
No,
he drove down. He spent the night in Georgia with some in-laws or something, and then he finished the rest of the way down.
He
stayed all 4 nights.
No, he didn't come here on a go. He came here on a thoroughbred.
On a thoroughbred. Thoroughbred. With a bread.
With a UK
California
flag.
Chrome.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
But
anyway, a lot of news dropped.
Yeah, a lot of news dropped.
A
lot of news dropped. So something like this game.
Yeah.
There's this game that's out. I don't know.
What game? Are we talking about the game, like the rapper?
Yeah.
We're talking about him?
No, he's talking about Halo.
Halo. Dude, 40th anniversary.
40th anniversary.
What happened Thursday?
Thursday
was
big.
Kicked off with a bang.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
First of all, we get the maker.
We get
the
George
maker.
Lucas.
Jorge Lucas was there.
I mean,
in flesh.
Yep.
And the ovation he got, I mean, it was insane. And when they asked him, do you normally get this? And he's like, he was very political about it, but he was like, somewhat.
Hey, I mean, he was being honest.
So yeah, he was. Yeah, I like it.
He's
I mean,
blunt.
yeah.
That's how he is.
he has, I mean, in my opinion,